time for our big story now. We spoke about Indigo, and the promoter Gangwal today sold a little above 2% stake via block deal of around 5,030 crore rupees. Sudarshan is back with us, joining us on the big story. Sudarshan, first tell us, how did this share sale start? And if you could also talk about the timeline, it has happened over a period of time.
So before I can talk about the timeline of the stake sale by Rakesh Gangwal and his trust, let's take a look at the return that stock price has given. So in 2025, the stock is up almost 30%. Since the last block deals of May of 2025, stock has gone up by 14%. And since the first block deal that had taken place long back in September 2022, stock is up more than 200%. Now let's take a look at the timeline. So the stakes has started out of the dispute between the promoter, that is Bhatia, and Rakesh Gangwal. And after that, in 2022, when we were just coming out of COVID-19, Rakesh Gangwal has taken a call to exit the company over next 5 years. And so far, he has sold almost shares worth almost 46,000 crore. Now, as of June 2022, his holding used to be around 37%, exactly 36.6%. In June 2025, after the last block deal, his stake come down to 7.8%, and after today's block deal of around 2.2% equity, his stake has fallen to 5.6%. So in September 2022, when the first block deal took place, he sold nearly 3% stake to raise almost 2,500 crore. Next block deal happened in 2023 of February, raised 2,900 crore. Again, in August 2023, he sold nearly 5% stake to raise 4,200 crore. March 2024, sold nearly 6% stake to raise 7,300 crore. Then August 2024, similar stake was sold to raise 10,700 crore. May 2025, again he sold 5.7% to raise 11,900 crore. And today's block deal of 2.2% to raise more than rupees 5,000 crore. And if you take a look from previous block deal of next block deal, except one block deal, a stake was sold always at a premium, and that premium was in the range of almost 10 to 47%. So after today's block deal, how will the stake shareholding look? Promoter holding will be 40.4%, of which Bhatia and Interglobe Enterprises will hold around 35.7%, and Gangwal and his trust will hold 5.6%.
Interesting data there, Sudarshan. Every block deal, practically every block deal has happened at a higher price than the previous one. It just goes to show, right? The promoter friction, which was there prior to September 22, has also come down, which the street likes. And look at the way institutions have lapped up. You know, from September 2022, which was, I think, the time of the first block deal, the FI holding was 18%. Now it stands at 27%. DII holding was 8% and now is at 24%. So institutions too. I mean, we've just seen so much by way of increased institutional participation. So we know that this is the dominant player, right? 65% market share.
Correct.
Just run us through the financials, the traffic numbers.
So first, let's take a look at the financials. So I've just taken 3 parameters: revenue, EBITDA, and margin. So revenue in 2022, that is of June quarter, was at 12,855 crore. Currently, it's more than 20,000 crore. That is a growth of almost 60%. EBITDA, it used to be just 720 crore. Currently, it's around 5,700 crore. That is almost 8 times that company has seen a growth in last 3 years. And EBITDA margin, it used to be just 5.6%. Now it's increased to 28%. Now take a look at traffic and company's market share. So total traffic, basically of the entire industry in 2022, that is of August 2022, just a month ahead of the first block deal took place, it used to be 1 crore per month. Now in 2025, that is July 2025, it was 1.26 crore per month. Now in August of 2022, of total 1 crore, Indigo's traffic used to be 58 lakhs, forming market share of around 57.7%. Come to July 2025, it forms 82 lakhs of 1.26 crore, and now market share has only increased from 57.7% that it used to have in August of 2022. Now it has 65.2%. So it's like a dominant player in this field and continues to. It used to be, and it only has increased its presence.
It has increased its presence indeed. But Sudarshan, as you mentioned, right, the stock has gone up almost 200%, has tripled from the first block. There's significant value creation there. But what our brokerage is saying, majority of them still continue to have a buy recommendation there.
They continue to maintain positive stance on the stock. So as per the Bloomberg data, total 25 brokerages have the coverage on the stock, of which 20 brokerages have a buy call, 3 have a hold call, and 2 have a sell call, and target price is as high as 7,256. And if you talk about the lowest target price, it's 4,050. And some of the brokerages have also mentioned about the few strengths of the company, and some of those are: first, company continues to focus on cost efficient and no frills offering. Second, large aircraft orders will only aid growth going forward. And third, brokerages believe that company will be able to manage spreads that it currently has. Overall, it's looking very positive for Indigo, not only on the financials, traffic data side, but even on the brokerage coverage as well.
Okay, all right, we take that point. But from here on, what next can one expect in terms of Gangwal's remaining stake? Any take on that?
So now he holds 5.6% stake. So if you take a look at the historical data, he tries to, because in last 2 to 3 block deals, he only has increased the block deal size. So last block deal, first he had announced that he would sell 3%. The next morning we get to see that he has increased block deal size to 5.6%. So now with remaining 5.6%, in all probability, he would look to exit the company, and next block deal is likely to take place in Feb or March of 2026. We'll have to see what exactly step he takes. But what he had announced that he would exit the company in next 5 years, it looks like that in less than 4 years, he would be exiting the company. And it has been a huge opportunity for not only Gangwal to raise money, but also for the investors to lap the opportunity in any fall that stock saw.
Indeed, and it shows in the data as well, right, that every time Rakesh Gangwal has sold his stake starting from September of 22, the stock price has only gone higher before the next block takes place. So it's indeed been an opportunity for investors, but currently 4.5% lower on Indigo. They're seeing some bit of profit booking. Of course, the stock has been up almost 25 to 30% so far this year. Parag Thakkar, senior